Hello and welcome to the first time that we are covering patch notes on this channel. We'll be covering patch v466.1 here with all the new buffs, items and bug changes. Let's go. First off, a bunch of dinos got an increased movement speed buff to their kits. Starting off with the Triceratops, who already got buffed in the previous New Year's patch, which makes the Triceratops maybe an actual viable option as a tank to use. I definitely would love to see some trikes to be used in SOTF, and we'll see how the meta will evolve around these changes. Next is the Cantro, also with a 30% movement speed buff. Then also the Bronto with another 30% movement speed buff. But then we come to the Mammoth. On the other hand, the Mammoth got only got a 20% movement speed buff, but also its stamina recovery rate got increased by 300%, and its sprinting modifier got increased by 10%. What that means is basically that the Mammoth will be much quicker and will have much easier time to recover its stamina. If this makes the Mammoth viable is a question to be answered, but it's a solid buff that will definitely help it out a lot. Next on the list is the T-Rex. The T-Rex got a buff to its stamina recovery rate and to its movement stamina recovery rate. With a 33% buff on its stamina recovery rate normally, and a 20% movement speed buff to its movement stamina recovery rate, the T-Rex will be now able to recover stamina, a little bit more stamina while running without sprinting, which means that you will be able to cover a lot more ground with the T-Rex. The Stego, yes, the Stego has gotten also a 15% buff to its movement speed and a 10% to its sprinting modifier, which is great. I think that the Stego already was a decent option if you found one in the later stages. Now we'll be able to get around way quicker. Yeah, 10% is pretty nice. Plus the 15% movement speed to its basic move, to its average, normal movement speed, will make it a very interesting choice, I think, for late game, because it just adds extreme bulk and a decent amount of damage, AoE damage, that can also pierce, which is pretty nice. Coming to the item changes. There has been changes to the crossbow. It has been fairly underused and is finally getting a buff. 33% damage increase is no joke on a weapon like the crossbow, and it will definitely help it being used a little more than before. On the other hand, the most useless item in SOTF, the slingshot, got a buff of 100% damage, which pretty much makes a pike start or a weapon start a lot easier than before. In my opinion, you were better off using the spears instead of the slingshot, but now you might want to use the slingshot instead because its damage is almost equal to the spear and it has a much higher DPS when in a good position. New content coming to SOTF. Yes, they have added the simple shotgun, the harpoon gun, and the sword. 2 great options for close combat and 1 great option for underwater fights, which don't happen often in SOTF, but hey, now we have a weapon for it, apart from the crossbow. If this means that we get maybe more water spots as final fights, I don't know, but we'll see how the harpoon will actually evolve. On the other hand, the shotgun will be amazing. I'm expecting a lot of usage on it probably, especially after people getting thrown off their dinos when they die, to maybe get a fast kill on the enemy's dino, you know. The sword will be able to destroy stone, just like the pike and the spear do, yeah. And yeah, they're also adding smoke grenades, yeah, plant seed grenades, which gives the players a lot more outplay potential when it comes to player versus dino gameplay, yeah. And next on the list is the beer trap, yeah, the beer trap, the small beer trap. We'll see how much this will be used. The only real usage I see here is probably the final fight, the end fight, when the border is like very small, to place it down for players to run in, or maybe in bushes, hiding them in the bushes, when the border also closes in, like mostly in the end fight. But if you know other ways, creative ways, interesting ways of using the bear trap, definitely write it down into the comments. Here's also new defensive items that got added to the game, the shields. Yes, the wooden, metal and riot shield got added, which means that C4 and improvised explosive traps will have a lot of fun going up in players' faces while they carry a shield in front of them to blow up a bunch of dinos of other players. Coming to some bug fixes. Yes, bosses can no longer farm piranhas for points, fix some modifications and AI problems, and very important, the bug that made players being unable to unequip weapons using hotkeys is also gone, which happened to me on stream yesterday. Killing a player now provides a team-wide buff rather than a solo buff, and players that get killed by unridden, tamed, or wild creatures will now drop a loot cache for other players to collect. They also made some changes to the experience gained when it comes to tier 3 creatures, sharing the XP they earned, reducing it by 50%, and you can also now hold down Q to change your weapons via mouse wheel. That was patch v466.1. I have to find another way of saying which patch version it is. That's pretty hard in ARK, I have to say, because it's v466.1. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment your feedback please down below, so we can improve together this format and make it more enjoyable for you guys to watch and learn. And I wish you guys a wonderful day and go win some games in SOTF, because I can't. And yeah, see ya on the island. Bye bye.